Welcome to the unofficial official kickoff to summer, at least around here. It's Memorial Day weekend, and of course that is the Feast of the Flowering Moon weekend with Aaron Glandon. I'm Dan Raby. Good to see you as we head towards the weekend.
For a second there, you made it sound like I was the host of the Feast of the Flowering Moon. You said the Feast of the Flowering Moon weekend with Aaron Glandon. I'm like, no.
Funny how things happen. I was just getting a glance of me with my new haircut. Came into town early today. My barber, longtime barber, my cousin Missy.
Oh.
No, it's Missy, and she is retiring soon, at the end of June. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do for sure. Been down to Billy Harbor a few times down in Waverly. Might be my next spot.
I'll shave your head for $10.
$10. I could do it myself for free. That is a scary initiative, though. Standing in front of a mirror and going, because if you go too short, then it's problematic.
If we get 100 comments on this video, Dan will let me shave his head on Litter Media Live.
No.
100 shares.
If we get 100 shares or 100 comments, that might be worth it. But I would be willing to do that if it's more along the lines of a public service benefactor, such as a charitable organization. That might be possible.
Okay.
Otherwise, it ain't worth it.
If this video gets 100 shares, Mike Smith will let me shave his head on Litter Media Live.
Now that I could go for. Here's what we're looking at weather-wise for us. We'll have sunny conditions for you most of the day today. There's a chance of showers late in the day on Saturday, as well as Sunday, maybe some thunderstorms as well. Memorial Day will be breezy and a little cooler. We'll be around 81 degrees for Saturday and Sunday, but 72 come Monday. In a moment, we'll take a look at what sort of things are going on across the Scioto Valley this week, and we've had a lot of interesting stories we want to share with you as well. You can follow along on our website, littermedia.com, also here on Facebook, as well as Litter Media X. We'll get into that in just a bit. But first, let's tell you about Scioto Valley dumpsters. The number to call is 740-253-8389. If you've got a cleanup job that needs to be done, they may be able to do it for you. If you want to do it on your own or your business, you need a dumpster, you need to give Scioto Valley Dumpsters a call, 740-253-8389 for Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
At Rathkamp Financial, we provide wealth management services that may ease clients' fears of financial loss and help them retire comfortably. Our greatest satisfaction comes from working with clients for many years and helping them realize their dreams.
Are you looking for a beer that satisfies your thirst and love of country? Armed Forces Brewing Company brews beer for patriots. Celebrate freedom with every sip. Armed Forces Brewing Company. Freedom never tasted so good.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, created in the memory of Bryant Beans Butt, call 740-703-0611. You can get more contact information when you click on this ad that you're looking at now. Anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, it'll take you right to that contact information for the Bean Foundation. Coming up, news, sports, and this date in history. But you can follow along at littermedia.com to see what the latest news is there. In fact, you're seeing some of the stories right now that we're going to be talking about. Opening day for the Feast of the Flowering Moon has arrived, which runs right through Sunday. The festival began at 11 o'clock, and they'll introduce the Princess Contest winners at 6 o'clock tonight on the main stage, followed by the crowning of Miss Feast of the Flowering Moon and her court. You can meet the contestants on our YouTube channel now. You can get a look at the full lineup of activities at thefeastofthefloweringmoon.org, and there you see strolling down through downtown Chillicothe this morning. This is the calm before the storm.
Yes.
You can tell there's not a whole lot going on there, but people were setting up and getting things ready to go for the Feast of the Flowering Moon. In its 41st year now. And this is the start to a busy summer in downtown Chillicothe, beginning next Friday night. Art in the Streets, May 31st. Then Saturday, June 1st, is Brew Fest and the Chili Half Marathon. Still to come, first Thursdays in the Majestic Green Space. There'll also be the gathering spot for the 3rd annual Kenworth Truck Parade. So a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks here. Plus, of course, the Chillicothe Paints will be opening up their season Tuesday. Home games begin next Thursday at VA Memorial Stadium. So a lot of stuff still to happen. Plus the VA celebration for 100 years of serving America.
Yeah, that's coming up too. Mm-hmm. That was good timing on that read, by the way. You were through with it at the exact second that the B-roll finished.
Sometimes it works.
You're just a pro. The Feast of the Flowering Moon will also present the first of the Memorial Day tributes in the area. The first ceremony will take place at Veterans Park on Yaktangi Parkway Saturday afternoon. Other events happening throughout the area, many presented by local veterans groups. In Ross County on Monday at 9 a.m. in Grandview, at 9:30 a.m. at St. Margaret's, in Green Lawn Cemetery at 10 a.m. at Soldier Circle, and 10:15 a.m. at Soldier Square, 10:45 at Floral Hills, 11:30 at Hallsville, and 12:15 p.m. at Roland Cemetery.
Last week, they put out the flags across many of the markers for the soldiers and many of the graveyards around this part of the country. So I like how they do that. They get that done the weekend before Memorial Day so they know it's ready to go for Memorial Day. Also, Ohio Governor Mike DeWine and First Lady Fran DeWine hosted a wreath-laying ceremony Thursday to honor Ohio service members who sacrificed their lives while serving their country. During the ceremony, Governor DeWine recognized Army Sergeant Joseph P. Collette of Lancaster, who died in Afghanistan at the age of 29 as a result of wounds he sustained while trying to save a fellow soldier. Sergeant Collette's mother, Teresa Messiones, spoke about her son's life and his sacrificing during the ceremony. To quote her, "In honor of Memorial Day, let's reach out for help, check on each other, share feelings, tell stories. Let's honor the fallen and thank and reach out to the living." You can read more at littermedia.com.
24 area high school students from across the Adena Health Service area got a nice leg up on their upcoming college careers with the help of the Adena Health Foundation, each receiving $5,000 scholarships awarded through the Adena Health Foundation's Dr. Jack Buereau Hope for Our Future initiative. These students recorded high academic achievements and have interest in pursuing a career affiliated in some way with healthcare. The recipients represented 12 area high schools from Chillicothe to Zane Trace.
Yeah, I mentioned Chillicothe to Zane Trace here in this script, but that is just here in Ross County. They also have Vinton County recipients, Waverly recipient, also in the Washington Courthouse area as well. So all 12 or 24 of those kids, but all 12 schools being represented there. The first meeting of the newly created Ross County Port Authority was held this week. The members of the board of directors, who were appointed by the Ross County Commissioners, elected the following officers. Brad Kazensa is the chairman, Ken Shelton the vice chairman, treasurer is Nate Baldwin, and the secretary is Tammy Elinardo. The Port Authority will begin accepting applications for projects this fall.
In the spirit of collaboration, the Chillicothe-Ross Chamber of Commerce and the Ross-Chillicothe Convention and Visitors Bureau are joining forces for a special event. Together, they aim to guide businesses on how to be welcoming while attracting new customers as the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks embarks on its first summer as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Chamber and Visitors Bureau will host World Heritage It's Everyone's Business on Thursday, June 20th, 2024, which is the first day of summer, at the Yaktangi Park Armory, the site of the future World Heritage Visitor Center in Chillicothe. The session will begin at 10 a.m.
And I'll be there for this. Registered already for it, and make sure you get registered. There's information that you'll find on our website story for more details. The Nathaniel Massey chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution has announced the opening of the American Revolution Experience at the Gallery at 97 North Payne Street on July 15th, later this summer. The innovative pop-up exhibition includes display panels and interactive digital kiosks that use storytelling, illustration, technology, and unique artifacts and primary accounts to connect modern audiences with the people and places that shaped the birth of our nation. The exhibit will run through August 10th, and there you see it's right next to the History Store, between the History Store and Highlands Ice Creamery.
The 11th of nearly 24 super loads will depart the dock site in Adams County next Thursday. The convoy will head to New Albany to deliver the load in the site of the new Intel plant in Licking County. The 11th load is a tank that measures 19 feet and 11 inches tall, 16 feet and 3 inches wide, and 197 feet long. It weighs 436,410 pounds. The convoy will stop in Chillicothe on Thursday.
That's a lot of numbers there.
Yeah.
ODOT has also announced more than 24 road safety projects that target areas with a history of severe and deadly crashes. Nearly $87 million will be invested in 28 roadway projects in 22 counties, including a $4.5 million one-lane roundabout at the intersection of State Route 752 and Walnut Creek Pike up in Pickaway County. That's slated for the year 2029.
The U.S. Department of Energy and Fluor-BWXT will be offering public tours of the former gaseous diffusion plant in Piketon this summer. The tours offer a unique look at the ongoing cleanup mission as the site prepares for future development. The tours are free of charge and open to any U.S. citizen 18 and older. There are 4 dates to choose from this year: June 15th, July 20th, August 17th, or September 21st. Participants may reserve only one tour date per year. Seats are limited and filled on a first-come, first-served basis.
Ever been down there?
I've not been down there.
It's unique. There's no question about that. And I reached out to them yesterday to see if possibly we might be able to take a tour ourselves.
That'd be pretty neat.
So we'll check on that. A reminder that the Chillicothe-Ross County Public Library and its branches will be closed on Monday for Memorial Day. Now, recently we had visits with both the Chillicothe-Ross County Public Library's Courtney Lewis for the Summer Bookworm Program and our chat with Pickaway County Library's Drew Wichterman. Both interviews are now available on our YouTube channel if you'd like to see what they had to say.
And Spotify.
Yes.
If you want to listen to what they had to say. How ready is Principal Bethany Witt to close out the school year? This video posted on Western's, right?
I believe it is Western's TikTok.
Yes, and it's going viral.
Yes, it has. The last I saw, this has been shared more than 25,000 times, and 200 times, but it's had more than 25,000 views. It's amazing how quickly this has gone, and I like how they say in their post, no students were injured in the making of this video.
Yes.
But
I like pushing the bus.
That's my favorite part right there, is pushing the bus. And Bethany is a longtime friend, and she has done a great job with the kids at Western Elementary. And there you see she's packing them up and ready to go home.
Yeah.
Can't get to summer fast enough. All right, our road report for you today is in Jackson County. Work is set to begin this Tuesday for a bridge replacement project on State Route 139 between Sam Gilliland Road and maybe Carn Road. The work will occur daily for this construction. State Route 139 will be closed for the duration of the project. Traffic will be detoured on State Route 279 over to State Route 90 to Ohio 32. Their estimated completion date, the summer of 2024. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at sports as the high school roundup is starting to wind down. State stuff starts started this week.
Yes.
For tennis, but goes on for softball, baseball, and track and field next week. They're at the regional level right now. So we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Forgive me, I misspoke. Baseball's state is not until the week after. They'll be looking at regional next weekend. So we'll get into that for you in just a moment. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. They've been in business for nearly 5 decades now. And if you have never seen their territory that they service, they have 8 different offices here across Ohio, and it stretches all the way west to Dayton, all the way east to Athens, north to Columbus, and south to the Ohio River. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to their website. That is AccurateHVAC.com.
Find a career you love with Chillicothe-Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Chillicothe-Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, Litter Media presents the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Player of the Week. If you have an athlete to nominate, any amateur athlete is eligible. Simply visit littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. At the end of the year, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Make your nominations now at littermedia.com. Click on Player of the Week.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Time for our high school sports roundup as we take a look at our score page available for you at littermedia.com. Here you see baseball tournaments. Division III yesterday, Portsmouth ended the season for the Southeastern Panthers 2-0. Lynchburg Clay picks up a 5-1 win over Eastern Brown in the district semifinals. Regional semis for softball. For baseball. That is baseball. VA Memorial Stadium, Wheelersburg gets a no-hitter by Caden Kahn, and that's a 13-0 win over Wilson. Minford defeated Westfall 12-2. And track and field, they had day 1 of the Division II regional run yesterday. D1 and D3 run today, and also Logan Elm faces Dover in softball. It's the D2 Softball Regional Championship at 5 o'clock today up at Pickerington Central High School. Mike Smith will be there with Litter Media X. There with score updates and highlights for you. Lancaster faces Watkins Memorial today in the Division I Regional Championship game at Big Walnut High School. And again, the regional track and field at Pickerington North for D1 and Heath for D3. The Reds dropped their series wrap-up with San Diego, a final 6-4 in 10 innings. They open up a weekend set with the LA Dodgers tonight in Cincinnati. And the Guardians open up a weekend set on the West Coast with the Angels. I skipped one?
You skipped a story.
What did I skip?
Unioto tennis.
Oh, I did. I did do that, didn't I? My apologies. There it is. The magical run for Unioto's Lucas Haynes and Mason Thornsbury came to an end in the first round of the boys' tennis tournament at the College of Worcester Thursday. Here's why I probably skipped it. I didn't do it on purpose. The Division II doubles teams fell 6-1, 6-1 to Hunting Valley's Vishwam Kapadia and Rohit Talasila.
Yeah, I'd skip it too.
They fell to Lexington in the next round, by the way. But to quote Coach Brandon Haynes, we played good, just another level up there. And it certainly is.
Yeah.
Great experience and great accomplishment for the Unioto Sherman's boys tennis team. So congratulations to them on reaching the level that they did this year and reaching the state tournament. And we've had Waverly up there a handful of times for boys. The Nybert kids have been up there. In Chillicothe's girls, there have been 2 doubles state champions.
Oh, wow.
And, both those doubles teams are in the Chillicothe Athletic Hall of Fame. You looked like you were going to say something else.
I thought you skipped it because that story is a different font on your paper.
You know, it is, but when we went to the screen and I was looking at the scoreboard, I went right back down to more softball, which is what we were talking about, in track and field, and I went right past the tennis. So this is why we should rehearse this show before we go on the air, but we wanted to get on the air as quickly as we could.
We sat down and we said, should we rehearse? And then you said, well, it is 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And we didn't want to be late.
We did this for you guys.
We would hear it from Mike Smith. This date in history is on the way in just a moment. Stick close for that. But first,
Litter Quality Propane. Online propane monitoring and reporting. Know your home's consumption and gas remaining in the tank. Find out more at litterpropane.com.
Dixie Chopper. Speed when you need it. Visit your local Dixie Chopper dealer today or visit dixiechopper.com.
for transportation options in Ross County, call Ross County Health District's Mobility Management Team, 740-779-9652.
Our financial lives have never been more complex, and some decisions just can't wait, which is why our K&B Mobility app gives you instant access to the financial tools you need wherever you are. Get a clear picture of all of your accounts, check your daily transactions, receive account alerts, and much more. So no matter where you are or what you are doing, you can make the best decisions for you and your financial goals. Download our Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
Haynes Total Health Care Center is celebrating 50 years of serving the chiropractic, physical therapy, and nutritional needs of our community. You can click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it will take you right to their website to learn more, hayneshealth.com. This date in history, we go back to 1883. After 14 years, the Brooklyn Bridge over the East River opens up. It connected the great cities of New York and Brooklyn for the first time in history. Thousands of residents of Brooklyn and Manhattan Island turned out to witness the dedication ceremony, which was presided over by President Chester A. Arthur and New York Governor Grover Cleveland.
Wow.
Designed by the late John Roebling, the Brooklyn Bridge was the largest suspension bridge ever built to that date. Roebling, of course, you might be familiar with that design if you've ever been to Cincinnati. They built a bridge named after him in Cincinnati in 1865.
Oh, wow.
Looks a lot like that. And we see a shot of this every so often during segues of the CBS police show Blue Bloods. I've been watching that for, was it 14 years now, I think?
Never seen it.
Had their season finale. It's probably one of the best shows on TV.
Wow. And this image you see here is a poster for a play from 1883.
Would that be the play Excelsior?
I would assume so.
You think so? And what year was that play?
1883.
1883, same time as the... So they managed to draw that and get it everything ready to go and make it a publication piece for a play.
I doubt they did the play right there in front of the bridge, though, where it looks like it is in the picture.
They might have had more room to be able to do that back then.
Maybe.
1883, I don't know. I can't say I was there.
Me neither. Mike Smith might have been.
No, that's true. That's true. Because I think he was in place for that story from 1430-something we did last week.
Yes.
So. All right, that's it for the program today. We will have a holiday this Monday, so no program again until Tuesday. But coming up Tuesday, we've got a special edition for you. We also have a Zoom call that we'll be making with our friends at the Eyes of Freedom, which is making its return to Chillicothe for part of the VA Medical Center's 100th anniversary celebration next Saturday. So if you want to learn more about Eyes of Freedom, we'll tell you more about that in a special program next week. Reached out to a couple other folks about coming in to talk about some events they have coming up. So there'll be maybe more than one special edition that we'll do next week. But we'll definitely be back at it with this program on Tuesday to keep you up to date on what maybe you might have missed over the weekend and what's ahead for next week.
Yes.
You ready to wrap it up?
Let's do it.
Okay. I'll let you send us off.
Oh, shoot. For Mike Smith and for Dan Ramey.
And he did say shoot.
Yeah. This is Aaron Glandon. You have been watching Litter Media Live, and we'll see you on Tuesday.